What's up all my fine girls? No pimple is Whit here again with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a video that I quite enjoy watching, okay? So pretty much the other day on my community tab, or like the other week, I asked you guys to list some of your unpopular makeup opinions. I feel like these videos are so much fun to watch. Like, I like to see what people are thinking, because sometimes I'm like, I was thinking that too, but I just didn't say it. And sometimes it's kind of like, I don't know about that. I think that's just a you thing. So anyways, I have quite a couple here and we're just gonna read through them and have fun with this. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below some of your unpopular makeup opinions. If you weren't able to like see this post and comment, let me know. Let's continue this on in the comment section. So yes, let's go ahead and get started. So the first one, she says, contouring and such isn't always necessary. Light to medium coverage foundation is a good look too. I can agree with that. I definitely can agree with that for sure. Like, sometimes it's not every day that you just, you know, doing the cream contour, you know. It's not every time. Sometimes, you know, you can do it a little soft. I'm saying that yet I have a full face of 50 pounds of makeup on. I don't think every day you need to kind of go hard, like heavy with it. You can have a nice light to medium coverage day. I personally like full coverage, but I definitely can see that. This person said, cream eyeshadows are more beginner friendly than powder eyeshadows. Smiling when you apply blush on the apple of your cheeks drags your blush down. I think it's better when blush is applied on the high points of the cheek. And she also said, I don't know if this counts, but influencers always be like, I'll let you know what I think of this product, and then never do because they review too much stuff and forget. You know, okay, let me start with that last point. I definitely agree on that last point. That's why I just don't like to say that to you guys. Like, literally, if I know in my heart of hearts that I'm not going to come back and tell you guys about this product, I'm not going to. So, like, a lot of the times, if you watch my review videos, the review is right then and there. Like, it's whatever I thought about that palette in that very moment is there. So, it's my first impression and it's my initial review. Because I know I'm not someone that likes to do, like, a follow-up video and review the product again. So, I don't like to say, I'll let you guys know what I think about it in the future. My thoughts were in that video. And then as far as like smiling when you apply the blush on the apple of your cheeks, drags your face down, yes, I do agree with that. I usually just put the blush on just regular, but like this, like smiling like that, I can see the placement can be a little off. And then as far as the cream eyeshadows are more beginner friendly than powder eyeshadows, to a certain degree I do agree. I feel like cream shadows are easier if you're just kind of doing like one color, like one just like a nice little smoky eye, like just one color all over. For sure, it definitely is easier to just kind of like put that on than like doing a whole bunch of different like powdered eyeshadow colors. This person says, I don't believe young girls need under eye concealer if they don't have dark circles. Way too many girls using it when they don't need it. I'm guilty of that. I know I don't have dark circles, but there's something about a full coverage concealer that I just love, okay? But yes, I do agree. There's a lot of people who wear concealers that are really heavy, foundations that are really heavy, and they just do it because they saw their favorite influencer doing it, and they don't know the reason behind why they're doing it. I see a lot of people in makeup who are wearing makeup do things. They don't know the reason behind it. They're just doing it just because everyone else is doing it. This person says, ColourPop's eyeshadow formula isn't all that, with emoji like this. After years of purchasing from them and trying a lot, I don't find it to be good for the price because it ends up being exactly what I expect for the price. They show up and blend fine but fade so much throughout the day. I don't know. And some people did comment on this. Oh wow, I didn't even read these comments. Let me see, they were kind of going in. This is a power miss. I hate the formula. I don't understand the hype. I'm starting to believe that as a target audience, most people just get into makeup. Also, I'm sick of them and their releases. Oh, this person is sick of that. She said, I'm sick of them and their releases. Okay. Oh, her and this girl are having a full conversation. Okay. ColourPop to me is just honestly annoying. So, I just like, ColourPop, I just phase them out. Like, I see them pop up on my timeline and I just scroll right past. Like, I don't even stop to look at it. So, they're not even there to me. Like, they're just whatever, you know. This person says, using darker lip liner with light lipsticks looks like cooked sausages. God damn, cooked sausages. Oh, she had a couple of things to say. She says, soap brows look like a mistake. Ooh. Y'all, I'm not into the soap brows. I'm not even fucking you. She says, cool tone contours look like 5 o'clock shadows on a lot of people of color. I don't like to contour. You guys see I always use bronzer. I do not like to contour because it just does not look good on me personally. And I don't like, when I used to do other people's makeup, I never like to use a contour. I like to use a nice bronzer on them. She says, glass skin trend looks greasy in real life. followers. I can definitely see that. She says Kaleidos and Lethal have subpar eyeshadow formulas, but are hyped up because they collaborated with influencers, just like Morphe. I've never tried Kaleidos or Lethal, so I can't attest to that. But Morphe, I can definitely say so. Yes, I feel like it's hyped up. And she says there's nothing wrong with doing makeup to just look prettier. Doing my makeup doesn't have to always have some deeper artistic value. That is true. That is very much so true. You know, doing your makeup to just look more enhanced, like a more enhanced version of you. It's not every day that you need to do like this or like the super dramatic like cut creases and all that stuff. But I mean, people have fun with it. A lot of times it's artistic for people. They're having fun doing it. But you know, you do your makeup however you please. You know, what makes you happy, right? Full coverage matte foundation is outdated. To piggyback off this, we've been following the makeup techniques of drag queens that have mastered the ability to masculinize ourselves with our makeup techniques. Sometimes it's not the product, sometimes the user is using a product that's out of their skill range. Damn. Let me just talk about the full coverage foundation part. I just don't like when people use a foundation that is not meant for them. And I have seen this so many times when I used to work at Sephora. Like, people will come in asking for this foundation because Nikki Tutorials, Patrick Star, Jackie Aina, whoever, like, they used it, and I'm like, but you don't have Jackie Aina's skin type. Like, your skin right now looks really, really dry. And from what you've told me, you said your skin is dry, so why do you want this full coverage matte foundation? Or people come and like, I want the Fenty matte foundation. That was before her hydrating one came out. And I'm like, but your skin is dry. It doesn't look good. And you'll put it on for them, and it didn't look good. And they're trying to make it seem like it's your fault. I'm like, no, I know what I'm doing. I know how to match you. The full coverage matte foundation, I wouldn't say it's outdated, but I don't think it's for everybody, and I think people need to understand that you don't need to use a full coverage matte foundation if you have dry skin. Like, I don't understand what you're not understanding. This person said baking is overrated. Oh, most definitely. I stopped baking a while back. I just felt like it made my under eyes look really crepey, just harsh, and I agree. There's several black-owned makeup brands that really aren't that good, but nobody wants to criticize them because it'll be an awful, because it'll be an awful for, oh no, I was right. Okay, no, I read that right. Because it will be an awful for their channel. Fenty and Clarity Cosmetics immediately come to mind, and Julie's Place is the black version of ColourPop with their fast fashion releases and discontinued products in 3 months or less. Well, goddamn. Okay, so let me talk about this real quick. Does Julie's Place put out a lot of products? Yes, but they're nowhere on the level of ColourPop. I love me some Julie's Place, okay? And I can call out somebody even though I love them. But I'm sorry. Nobody in the makeup industry, nobody at this point can compare to ColourPop. Even with Morphe and the way they like to release, nobody is competing with ColourPop when it comes to the amount of makeup they release. This shit is ridiculous, okay? I feel like the reason why it seems like Julie's Place is coming like ColourPop is because they do have a big catalog of palettes, but you have to realize, like, they have those palettes, like, they have 45 palettes, and that's over the span of how many years? ColourPop, like, for a fact, has well over 200 palettes. No, it should be 300 at this point. They have way too many. So I feel like that one, As far as the Fenty and Clarity Cosmetics, I've had people criticize Clarity Cosmetics, for sure. Now, I definitely agree with it as far as Fenty. I feel like a lot of people, especially when Fenty first came out, were afraid to say anything negative because people would just come for them. I vividly remember when Makeup Shayla did her review on Fenty, like, people were so upset with her because she seemed unimpressed. Like, she didn't give it a bad review, but she just wasn't as impressed. And yeah, like, the hate was real when Fenty first came out. If you couldn't give it a bad review, like, there's just no way. But I feel like people these days now are saying what they want to say. Nobody really cares as much, but I can definitely agree to that. Like, where sometimes people are afraid to criticize something because, you know, it goes against the masses, but personally, for me, if it don't work for me, it don't work for me. Or if I don't like something, I'm gonna complain about it. If it wasn't for us complaining about Clarity Cosmetics and their eyeshadows being broken, would they have fixed it? No. Like, I think after their So Amazing palette and so many people's palettes becoming damaged, they got more bubble wrap. So I think sometimes it's good to complain, you know, but I think it sucks when you're the only one complaining. Everybody wants to make you feel like you're crazy because you're complaining, but it's just like, my complaints are legit, you know? Anyways, this person says some eyelashes are just too big for the eyelid. Oh yes, I 100% agree. Sometimes, I'm sorry, like, it's unfortunate, like when you really like a certain style or technique of makeup, but it doesn't really fit your face shape or eye shape. Some people, eyeliner, like a wing liner, just doesn't really look right on their eyelids. So, you know, I agree with this. I feel like sometimes some lashes are just way too big for some people's eyes. I'm just kind of like, I think you go some little bit smaller and still get that look of like it being dramatic without it just taking over your whole face. Okay, this person commented, she said, a young lady recently posted a video on things that make you look cheap. Wearing colorful eyeshadow was on the list. Excuse me, just say you don't have the talent to do it. You know what's funny is that like I saw this comment when I first posted this, and literally like days later, I stumbled upon this exact video that she's talking about. Like I know for a fact the person that she's talking about. And when I saw that video, I just rolled my eyes. Like I literally rolled my damn eyes. Okay, so let's talk about this. Colorful eyeshadow does not make somebody look cheap, okay? Looking cheap is a collective thing, okay? It comes down to the way you overall look, like your hair looking crazy, your makeup looking crazy, your clothes looking crazy. Like so many things can make somebody look cheap. It's not just because you have on colorful eyeshadow. So I don't know if it was just like a misplacement of words. I don't know if she meant to say more professional or whatever it may be, but please, I'm still gonna wear color, okay? Just because I have this great eyeshadow on does not mean I look cheap. Okay, this person commented quite a bit. Oh, okay, so Latrice, she left like 3 different comments separately. So, okay, so she says, using Gots to Be glue on eyebrows is bomb, and nose contour needs to be blended properly. Ooh! Let us talk about the nose contouring! Can we talk about the nose contouring? Listen, nose contouring is not everybody's ministry, okay? It is not my ministry. I will admit to it. It is not for me. I'm somebody that I just cannot do the whole nose contouring. It's just a no for me. And it looks so bad in person when it's not blended properly, when the colors are extremely dark and harsh and it's unblended. And then personally, this might be my unpopular opinion, I feel like nose contouring is easier depending on your nose shape. For me, I have a flatter nose, so doing all that just takes too much work, and it's just like I don't want to do all that blending. And also, I'm not unhappy with the shape of my nose. Like I don't want a more pointed nose. I like the way God made me. I feel like I look nice, you know? Now, do I do a little contouring to it? Yeah, but it's more so like because I want to blend the eyeshadow that I did here, and it's just to kind of like add more structure to the face of like more like shadows and stuff. But it's not because I want to alter the way my nose looks. It just adds more dimension to the face, if that makes sense. But I definitely agree. Like, bro, some of these nose contourings, like what? Oh my gosh. So this person said primer is pointless. Y'all, why would she say that? Like, why would she say that?
Why would she say that?
And another person said primer isn't necessary. I'm gonna have to humbly disagree. I'm so sorry, but I disagree. And let me tell you why. Hey y'all, editing me here. I just realized as I was like wrapping up this video, like I'm literally done editing the video, I realized that I think when they said primer is pointless, I think they meant face primer. Because I just couldn't understand why they would say eye primer is pointless. But needless to say, okay, yeah, face primer, definitely, I agree. It can be very much so pointless, unless you just have like really oily skin, then maybe you might need a mattifying primer. Also, I do want to apologize. I realized like as I was watching the video back, I never said any of you guys' name. I just kept saying somebody. I think I was just too caught up reading the comment. But yeah, I apologize for that. Like I should have said y'all's name, but I have it on the screen. So thank you everybody who did comment though. Thank you so much. But yeah, let's get back to the video now. Now, can you skip out on primer depending on the colors you choose for your eyeshadow? Probably. Also, depend on the eyeshadows too. If it's depend on the quality of it, could you skip out on it? Yes. But let me explain why I also say no. Now, for this type of look, if I was trying to do this or something really bold like yellow, hot pink, orange, with no primer, with no base, it would look very muted on me. It probably would not stick and last all day. And also, I am Black. I am a woman of color, okay? And I'm thinking about my skin tone and people who are darker than me. If we don't use that primer to make the eyeshadow pop more, it won't give the same effect. Like I want that neon yellow to look the way it looks in the pan on my eyelids. So that's why I say I kind of have to disagree with this. Like, I feel like it's needed, but you know, for example, Pat McGrath, her eyeshadows have primer built into them, so could you skip out on it? Yeah, I mean, that's the way she markets it. That's the claim she's saying, so I'm pretty sure you could, but I feel like that works like with neutral colors. But when I'm talking about color, I'm sorry, a primer is needed. Like, There's no ifs and or buts about it. It's needed. This person says, I don't like foundation, and why it take 1,000 products to get a beat face? I need it to be simple. Well, me, I like foundation. I like foundation. As far as 1,000 products, I think that's subjective to each person. Like, everybody has their own routine. Some people I have seen, like, they do a lot of steps. I'm just like, that's a lot. Like, you know, I wouldn't do all of those steps, you know, and then there's times where I see people who do less steps. I'm like, I kind of would have done a little bit more. So I don't think you need to do 1,000 steps to get a beat face. I think everybody chooses the route they want to get to that beat face. But I can see some people just kind of want it to be a little bit more simple. And I find there's a way to get like a nice glam makeup look without doing so much and it still be like a simple process. Cut creases look a little draggish. I mean, now listen, I do like me a nice cut crease, but I like the cut crease where it's just kind of like the half one right here. Now the cut crease where it's like the one like where it's like that. I can see what she's saying or what they're saying. Is it a girl or a boy that said this? Oh, sorry, it's a girl. Unique said this. I can see what she's saying. Yeah, it could look a little draggish. For me, I personally don't do cut creases like that because of the shape of my eye. Like my brow bone is right here. So, and then I kind of have like I won't say a deep set eye, but like I have like a natural crease, like a deep crease right here. So if I try to like cut my crease, like it'll go nicely here. It'll be easy for me to cut here. But like I have the tendency to want to go down like this and I can't because it looks weird. So I have to cut on my actual brow bone. And I just don't like the look of it. So it just doesn't work on me. But I've seen some people, they look cute with it, but it's a no for me. Somebody also said, people still using hair glue for their lashes. Why would you be using, like, no. Like, that needs to be stopped. Like, we all should know better now. Like, I remember people used to do that. I never partook in that. I've always used my nice little Duel. Okay, I love this glue right here. It works perfectly. I do not use hair glue for my lashes. I like having lashes. I like to have the hair on my eyes when I don't have makeup on. I don't want to look like a little naked mole rat and just be, you know, ain't got nothing on my face. So yeah. Somebody said, brushed up eyebrows make you look like an old grandpa. Ha! Not an old grandpa. Wow. This person said, I think that having a glittery inner corner highlight looks like someone having sleep matter in their eyes. It looks just like the eye boogies. It's super gross. Damn. Well, I mean, I don't even know what to say about this because I like me a shimmery inner eye corner, so I guess, I don't know. I mean, okay. This person said, highlighter is not out of style. No, highlighter is not out of style. Just extremely crazy, blinding highlighter for me is out of style. I don't do that. Now, there are people that still do it, yeah, but I think when people say highlighter, I think they mean like how we used to have like that really harsh beaming highlighter where you know how like on camera it looks like, oh, it's like nice and beaming, and then it looks like that in person. I think a lot of people don't really do that as much these days. But yeah, I don't think highlighter is out of style. I just think like that really harsh one has gone. Someone says shimmer can go in the crease. I actually do agree with this. I agree. You just have to know what you're doing. Somebody says overlining your lips looks crazy. I've seen some people overline their lips and it did look crazy. This other person said black women / people of color should not do nose contour, overly contour, embrace the way our features are versus trying to appeal to European / white aesthetics. I have seen some women do it and it just looks weird because I can still see your nose. Well, I was talking about that earlier in the video. For me, I don't really like to nose contour because it just doesn't look good, and like I stated, I'm not unhappy with the way my nose looks, so I don't really want to make my nose look more pointed or more European. I like the way my flatter nose looks, okay? I think it's cute. Thank you, God. And then I think this is the last one that I want to say. This person says, the new eyelash trend truly doesn't look good. Your preference is not... Wait, what is she? Wait, what's it? wait, what? Your preference is not Fingy to age well in, oh, I think she meant going to. Yes, sorry. Okay, so she's trying to say your preference is not going to age well in 2 to 4 years. You and everyone else will look back on it and laugh, like the super thin brow trend. I don't know if she means like the individual lashes, that trend, or I don't know if she means like the really dramatic lashes. I mean, some people do get the individual lashes and they're like super long, but yeah, that's just the thing about trends. It's like right now it's cute to people, it's cute to us. I like the big lashes, and in a couple years it might not be a thing and we might laugh at it. So I mean, let's just enjoy the moment, you know. I mean, right now people like it and they're enjoying it, and in a couple years if it's out of style, we'll just laugh at it then. But anyways, that is that with this video. That was a lot of fun to read. I want you guys to comment down below any other ones or anything you thought about this video. If you agree with some of these, disagree. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.